Part two. Part two. So, what we're going to do now, we have all of our clips together. The most important part, we need to put it into the format of a YouTube short and TikTok. So, we go to File, Project Settings, and I'm going to change the aspect ratio to Portrait, 9:16. Next, we're going to keep it at 1080 by 1920. That's the full amount that YouTube Shorts will support, at least at the time of this recording. And then I'm going to change the frame rate to 60. And you should have seen this in my very first video where I teach everybody and give the tutorial of wondershare filmora editing. Once again, if you haven't seen it, click the link below and you'll be able to... Apparently, I cannot speak today. Click the link in the description and it will link you to part 1. Boom. Done talking. Now, once you select portrait and then the frame rate of 60 frames per second, we're going to click OK. Uh-oh. What happened to our clips? They're no longer full screen. That's okay. Now, we're going to crop to fit. And there's 2 ways you can do it. Right click the part of the clip and do crop to fit, or Control F. Boom. So I'm going to Control F it.
Hopefully I picked the right side. I did. Go, no!
Now, I don't like how this is cut off a little bit. The character is cut off. Now I'm going to do crop and zoom. And I'm going to move it to the left. Okay? Crop and zoom, and I move it to the left. I don't tweak anything with the ratio. I keep it. Now, here's what we have.
Hopefully I picked the right side. I did. Go, no!
All right, I noticed that at the end, it starts getting a little cut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it back to the right just a little. And let's see.
Hopefully I picked the right side. I did. Go, no!
Okay, so that's definitely a little bit better. Now, one thing I do want to mention with editing, not always will you get it the first try. You may have to make various tweaks, and that is perfectly fine. Next, we have the no part of the clip. So I'm going to Control F. And I'm going to crop and zoom a little bit to the right so I get Jonathan in full view.
Go, no!
Unfortunately, that's as high as the volume is going to go on this clip. And after talking with the streamer, Impressive, he is perfectly fine with the volume of that clip. I mean, it's not horrible, but you want to make sure that clips are not too soft. But still, though, somebody playing this on their phone, it's not going to be like soft where they're going to have to put the phone up to the ear to hear. Okay. Next, we have the second clip. Control F. And as you can see, we can't see anything. Oh, now we can.
Run! Yes!
Okay. So everything was perfectly fine. At the beginning, we saw nothing. But... Oops, didn't mean to do that. My bad. We did not see anything at the beginning, but that's okay because the character was on the ground, what it looks like. And then they finally got up and began to run. Now, I'm torn here. I don't like this black screen, this black loading screen, but Impressive is laughing, and his laugh, I think, could attract people, right? Because look, when you do YouTube Shorts and TikToks, you're showcasing yourself, and there are people that may love somebody's laugh, somebody's mannerisms, and personally, I think this should be in there, so I'm going to leave the black screen as it is. So we're going to go to the cop-out screen, or the cop-out clip, and I'm going to Control F, and let's go ahead and start from the beginning.
I feel my pulse, man. That was crazy. Crazy! You were there? That happened.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right, so we have black bars at the top. You can leave that, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click the clip. You cannot move. Oops.
You were there?
Hold on, let me turn the volume down. You cannot adjust a clip while you're playing it. Click, click, click. Nothing. So you have to pause it, then you're able to click. And I'm just going to drag and then tweak it just like this. So I'm going to move it up. Boom. Now that we had our finished product, I wanted to show you all a couple other things and also some things to be aware of and to be very cautious of. First up, remember how I mentioned the audio before, how it was kind of low, but there was almost no way to turn it up aside from, as you can see on the screen, adjusting this? One tip and trick I'm going to give you all is to duplicate the clip. Okay, so to stack it one on top of the other, kind of like you see how I've done on my screen. So I'm going to show you all. First, let's go ahead and listen to it at full blast. It's not that loud, but what if we unhide one of the clips and let's see what it does to the audio. Awesome. And then if we even unhide the last one, it gets even louder. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mute this so it doesn't keep blaring and blasting your eardrums. So that's how to tweak the audio if you're just not able to get it how you want. Don't be afraid to stack the clips. And then as you stack the clips, you could even adjust the audio a little bit even here. Okay, so just something to think in mind. Now, one cool thing that I did with the clip, as you all are going to see, is that this was what it was before. Nothing special, but I decided to add a heartbeat feature because I thought with Dead by Daylight, to match the fluctuating heartbeat, the boom, 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 boom of Dead by Daylight, I added the heartbeat effect, which does this.
Run, 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 run! Yes!
Awesome. Let's watch it again with louder audio because I meant to put the audio in.
No! Run, 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 run!
So it goes with the heartbeat, which I think is really cool. So don't be afraid to play around with, experiment, even customize, mix and match the effects how you see fit. You never know what you can come up with. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is something I want to show you all that is going to be a huge time saver, and hopefully it's going to prevent any hair pulling, any murder of any sort in the future. Should you decide to rage, please don't rage. Rage responsibly, please. Rage responsibly! We interrupt the current broadcast to bring you a very special disclosure. Violence is prohibited and definitely frowned upon and illegal federally, state, and just in the world. So please don't do it. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, so first up, make sure to store all of your clips, be it the main clip and even any captures, in a very safe place. If you open a project, which I'm going to show you all right now, if you open a project where you have moved a clip or you have deleted a clip or you have literally done anything, okay, with those clips, you're gonna it's gonna prompt you in Filmora to locate missing files. You can choose to find the file, or if you just select ignore, you're going to be prompted with a bunch of red video icons. What this means is that Filmora, because when you import a media, you are importing it from a particular place. So for example, with this one, I can try and relocate it, right? It's going to try and find it in my captures, but it's no longer there because I deleted it. So what that means is because the file is no longer in the place, the designated address on your computer where you imported it originally, it just has to give this red standard default logo. And if you don't find your files, you can basically kiss this project goodbye. So please, whenever you're working on a project, create a folder just for that project and store all of your captures or clips in there for that particular clip. And then what you can do is start your project. Now, what's awesome is once you export your media to your computer, you don't have to worry about it. It's already there. The file has been created. But in the midst of working on the project, please upload responsibly. Thank you. Rant over. Rant over! Over! All right, everybody. So that is how to make a YouTube short and a TikTok clip. Now, one thing I did not do was show you all how to upload it, because that's going to be a whole separate video. There is no way, I thought about it and I planned it. There was no way to physically fit all that I wanted to say within 2 to 3 minutes of editing this video. So the next video, part 3, that is going to be focused on how to upload the YouTube short and TikTok, and there are going to be some really good tips and tricks in that video. So that concludes our second installment of how to make a YouTube short and TikTok. As always, if you found this video informative, helpful, sucky, whatever, smash that like and subscribe, even though it may suck. And I will see you all next time in part 3. Take care, everybody.